on my YouTube channel, I've done lower thirds. I've made scripture, not scripture, signature logos so that you're able to use your actual signature as your logo instead of just a symbol. Because some of us are, if you're doing business, you may not know what logo you want, but your name is your name, so you can at least use that. So that's one of the beautiful options, and that's part of the free package of Canva that you can do. As well as, what have we done? We made lower thirds, we used green screen to insert videos. Last week we were doing virtual backgrounds. You can create your own virtual background, make it so that it's like a studio for you. I've talked a lot about that if you were on my YouTube channel or on my Facebook page. My Facebook page is actually my name. I just never got around to making it PNG Create. I think it's just more personal if you call me by name. I'd like to call you by name, you know, so that's how I looked at my Facebook page. Yeah, ready? Oh, I thought she was coming in.
Yep, I'm ready. So that other stuff did not go live. I was not in the stream, so none of what you all said until now has gone live. Just so you know, we are now live. So if you come and you talk on the stage, know that you are live and you are being picked up. It's not the best sound because it's just open air from the phone to my computer. And you actually might not be heard because now I have a headset on, so I'm not sure what it's going to pick up and what it isn't going to pick up. I'm going to be live streaming. And Katina, if you wanted to actually come into the StreamYard so that we can talk in there, or you could just go to the YouTube and watch it so you can tell me what to do in here. Either way is fine with me because I can just repeat it to people. Really, the YouTube streaming and the streaming within my Facebook group is so that people can watch and see it as they're hearing me talk about what I'm doing. It's not even so much to get what's happening in the room so much as it is this. Okay, so I'm ready to begin. So tell me, Katina, if you wanted to come into the StreamYard or if you want to just go to the YouTube channel, let me know.
I can go into the YouTube channel at the moment.
Okay, so if you go to my profile in Instagram and you tap on the tap link, then there'll be a neon green link that says streaming live to the live or the replay. And you can go there and you'll be able to then see the YouTube. And what I have right now is I have your banner up and we are going to edit this one, right? Make it a little bit different. So the first thing I'm going to do is see if it's downloadable. No. So I'm going to go ahead and just take a screenshot of it since it's not downloadable. And that's fine. That works, you know, well for what I'm doing. So I'm screenshotting it. This is step one. When you're going to recreate something and you're editing it to maybe take out some of the people or take out some of the words and change them again, then you can do this. This is one of the methods that we used in design school. So, all right. So now I'm going to an untitled design. Nope, not there. I was working on something. And we're going to do a Facebook cover. Create a design. And feel free at any point, Katina, to just open the mic and let me know. Facebook cover. Okay. There's the cover. And now I'm going to upload that media that I just took a screenshot of. Dropbox. Screenshots. Screenshot. Voila. Because you're happy with the general layout of it. You just need to edit some things. That's what I heard you say.
Yes, or recreate it.
Okay.
or start fresh and recreate something different.
Okay.
Either way.
We can do either one. Tell me what you most would want. Okay. Either way, there's some things that need to happen, because I noticed that you couldn't actually see like the from hurt to healing piece of it. At least on the desktop, you probably can see it in other places, although probably some of the words are cut off, like the FRO, maybe in the ING. Because you're actually creating something that is shown in 3 different formats. It's either shown on a desktop, an iPad type item, or a phone, and they're going to be different pieces that show of the thing. You want to keep your designs for the covers within a certain range. And let me go get Facebook cover template. I have this somewhere else, but I'm going to grab this one here just because it's expedient this way. Not that one. Not that one. I want the one that tells me what shows. Here we are. This one. So you see there's the section there in the middle that shows. And I know there's a slight delay. So 8:20 to 3:03. And then the iPhone and iPad shows 461, so it shows more of it. So what I tend to do is have the top and the bottom pieces that don't show on the desktop not be any of the words. I want to make sure all the words are inside that desktop area. So,
gotcha.
So it's going to help to redo your thing just for that. Okay, so let's name it first. First step is to name it. I'm just going to name it Katina Facebook cover. Okay. All right, we have this one here. We're just going to add a page so we can go back and forth and kind of look at what's up here and then redesign it down here. Or do you want to start completely fresh and do something different? If you want to do something different, what are the words that are on this that are going to follow down and still be on the new one?
Well, the only thing that really needs to remain is, of course, the name is the same. The part that's in the middle section.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's in the pictures? Okay, let me explain. The part that's under the picture is, because Renew You is an acronym. So the Restore, Empower, Nurture, Uplift You is what that stands for. That's under the picture.
Yep.
Okay, so that was just a general verbiage that's underneath the picture in the middle.
So was it something in there that you needed changed? It what? Sorry.
The verbiage that's there was kind of some general verbiage. It wasn't a purpose statement or anything like that. It was just a general verbiage. So
when you said it needed to be edited because of some of the things you were or weren't doing right now, was it basically these pictures?
Well, the actual banner, I mean, it can change to something totally different. For example, like I can give you some background to maybe give you an idea.
Yep.
I love to have gatherings, like small groups of women. I meet with a small group of women, and we talk about, my specialty is I work with them in dealing with life overwhelm or being overwhelmed in life, marriage, and their career.
Okay.
Through a process of self-healing so that they can live their life purpose. Because a lot of times I found that for me, I was stuck because everything around me was overwhelming. So that has changed a little bit from what this picture shows or what this verbiage is to that. So I want to kind of incorporate a little bit more in reference to community or like a gathering of women or a few women in like talking together or something of that nature, because that's what I want to strive towards.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
So do you are you only showing me Sarah's?
Sometimes I think about like women meeting in a coffee shop and around, like you get together with some sister friends around food or where you just kind of having conversation. That's what I see in my head.
Okay.
Something like that shows, women connecting, talking, supporting, helping, because that's where I'm going. That's what I'm heading towards.
Okay.
Okay.
Women connecting. So really the only thing that has to stay is the renewatlanta.com.
Correct.
Gotcha. That's what I came to. It's like, so, and you want like coffee cup, like a coffee club maybe? Let's see what this brings us up. And we might have to go to another site. I'm assuming it's a Black community, primarily? Or,
currently, yes.
okay. It will confuse them if they see a bunch of white women connecting and they're looking at your banner. They'll be going, what? So we may need to go here. Okay. Let's see what we got. All right. No, I don't want to do all that. Something went wrong. Okay. But it didn't. Really, it didn't. So, Black women. See what it comes up with. Really? Let me take off the connecting. Do you have a picture of you? I mean, you could primarily go with something like that. If I know there's a time delay. So
I don't in that fashion. I don't like, like sitting at a coffee shop or anything like that. I don't.
I'm going to do this one for the sake of creating it right now. And then you and I can get together later and adjust it. Okay. So downloading that because I kind of like it. And I'll use it in other places. Oops, Canva. All right. I'm going to upload. Upload. from my downloads. There it is. Gotta have hold music. And I'm actually thinking I'm gonna do. No, I don't want to do that. Pop that over. Pop it in the middle. This is that time where you want to do it so that it's, I'm actually thinking, I'm feeling that. And then find a coffee shop picture, photos. I bet we can just find a general coffee shop. We'll go with this one for now, and we'll change it later. Okay. Now, do you have brand colors?
I do.
Do you know what they are?
Ooh, I have to find.
Are they coming out of this? Is this your brand color? We can use that one in the middle there for now.
Yeah, they are similar. So they may not be dead on the hex code, but.
Yep, and you can give me the hex code later. On there. And now I want to, I just have to put like a text or something on there so that I can find those colors. That's a trick, y'all. Okay, so I want to find this color. Now I have that color in the, so now I can come here on this background, and now I can easily find that color. So see how I'm using this first one as just kind of a palette to pull things for the back one. And that way you keep the consistency going, and you can pull things from one into the other. I want to. Ooh, there's a better one. That one's better. I like that better. So we could go there, or we could go here. Do you want me to keep the circle of women and add the coffee shop one? Should be showing up in a minute. Or I can go this way. I know there's a bit of a delay.
Let's see.
So A or B? Well, it put it there. It put it there. Replay.
Okay. Point again. The square was small on my side.
Yep. So do you want to replace? I have this one here. Pulling it over. And so it could go there, or it could go there. Or we could add a third thing and we could have 3 across. But
let's try it.
With the circle of women staying, or?
Yes, leave the group of women.
Okay. All right. So we'll do this for now. Okay.
Okay.
And then, do you have a picture of you at all?
Yes.
Can you message me that in
where? Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram.
Okay.
I think Instagram. Actually, send it to me, and you know what I'm going to do? Is it on your page? Maybe I can go grab it from your page. That might be easier.
Yeah, you can
grab one from here.
And
yeah, and then we can replace it later.
Sure.
So we're going to grab this one. Is it going to let me grab it? Control, copy image. Yay. Should have done that with the other one. I wouldn't have to do the upload. If you copy an image like I just did, then you can paste it. You can just paste it in here and it'll put it in.
Okay.
Morning. Edit image. Is it going to let me take the background remover? I don't know how well it will do it. We'll see. Got the whole music happening. Actually, didn't do it too bad. Okay. So now we can put you over here. Let me grabbing that cup of coffee. And we do want you a little bit bigger. Shh. I know, but we started earlier. And it's telling me to come do this. Too funny. We'll put you right here on the side. So you're like, come have a cup of coffee with us. And then what else do you want it to say? I feel like this needs to be brighter. Just a little bit. If you can find your hex codes, that'd be great. If you don't know where they are, that's fine. Making sure I'm still there. Okay.
Yes, I'm here. Sorry.
Yeah. So are there any words that you want it to say?
Well, that's what I have been working on, changing the language.
So I'm making this a little bit smaller and then spacing out the lettering.
Right.
To just kind of give it a fresh little look. And people can easily spell it out. I'm going to make both of these a little bit smaller so that I can bring that lettering up. I could go up with them too, which is another option. And I want to put your name on here. Katina. Do you want just your first name with Katina or Katina Jones or Katina L. Jones?
We can do Katina L. Jones.
Okay.
For
Yep. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Some people don't like the twisted lettering. If you don't, I will change it, but I'm a twisted letter person.
Okay.
But I will change it for people because I know some people don't like it. It's like, it's going to be straight. So was there anything from up here, like the restore, empower, nurture, uplift? Is that still all the same? Or are you working on redoing your...
Yes, that part will remain the same.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's correct, ma'am. We have no hot water. There'll be no bath today. For those who are listening to this online thing, wondering why we're talking about hot water. Well, you see, I have a coal fire stove, and I thought I was being smart by chucking the coal in there, but I think a really big piece of coal actually broke the pipe. We had a what they call a wetback, and it heated the hot water for us. And then the stove was leaking. The wood fire stove, or the coal-fired stove, had water coming out the bottom of it. So we had to disconnect our wetback, and in order to do that, we had to empty the hot water tank. And he has just been here right before we got on here and fixed it. And so now we have the hot water reheating. So that will be lovely.
Oh, wow. I'm sitting here getting ready to tell you guys our lights are flickering. We're in the middle of a tornado.
So oh no. Like, so if you disappear.
Oh yeah, no. I disappear, you know what happened? That's why I refused to go live today. I was like, I'll just create something and record it on the actual computer, and then I'll upload it later just in case, because we're all sitting here. I told my family, make sure your cell phones are charged. Flashlights and all that other stuff that's all around the house. But, you know, got to make a call or, you know.
Wow.
It's interesting. We got it for 3 days. We got a tornado warning.
For those watching the live stream right now, I am holding down the Option key and then pulling, and it's copying those. So I've got them all now the same. Got them all here to put. Now I'm going to go ahead and put in all the words. And power. Actually, I think I'm going to do it not all capitalized, because we want them to be able to read this quickly, right? And to read things quickly, it's actually not as easy to read quickly when everything's capitalized. Our eyes are used to seeing the shape of the letters in order to help us read. I will capitalize you, though, since, you know. Okay, so now we're going to take these 5 items, and we are going to go to positioning, and we're going to horizontally separate them, and then we're going to take the whole thing and put it in the middle so that we know we're connected in the middle, and then I'm going to actually group them. So now if I want to move anything around, I'm moving them all together, and we're good to go. So the restore, empower, nurture, and uplift right now will not show on the desktop, but it will show on, I'm actually going to give some more space. Because of that, I want to make sure that it is going to show, so I'm going to take these down. We made sure they lined up using the little dots. And now I'm going to actually, I might put you in the middle. Laying hands on the girl. I might put you on the edge. I'm going to put you there for now. And then I'm going to put the Katina Jones here, so it's just showing you. I'm going to take off the width because we don't need it when we do it that way. And we will put this over here. We want it centered around that. Yep, there we go. Want to even those up. And then we're going to test it out to see if it shows. Okay, restore, empower, nurture, uplift you. And let's go with, the thing is you can kind of play with the fonts and stuff. I don't know if you have fonts already chosen for your business.
No.
Okay. So that would be the other thing that you'll want to do at some point is, you know, choose on what are the fonts going to be.
Okay.
So for now, we'll just leave them as what they are. So we'll just back up. So there you go. We took that and it has now become this. And
awesome.
When you give me the actual code for the color back here and your darker colors, we can make all of these dark colors into your colors.
Okay.
So you can either go with putting a dark background with light colored words, or you can go the other way around. So either way.
Got it. Awesome.
We can get together and change this up, or you can go with it, you know, as it is. And I'm going to go ahead and share it to you. Please, I'll stop the share. I mean, this is how you would share it to people. I'm going to tell you how, but I'm not going to put her email address in here. But if you send me your email address in the back channel, when I go off, I will share this with you and you'll be able to actually get in here and make a copy of it and edit it in your own stuff. Now, some of these might be pro pictures. So when I create for you, I'm happy to download it for you and send it to you. So you don't have to pay for the pro. And you get the use of these pictures. So yeah, thanks for coming in the space.
Got it. Thank you so much, Cindy Lou.
That was an amazing
section. Thank you.
Yeah. Do you have any questions about anything that you saw me doing? Or Nikki, do you have any thoughts on it? Or Lisa, do you have any questions? Not sure who has.
I'm watching from Facebook. It was faster for me on Facebook to watch what you guys were doing.
Oh, cool. Lisa, any questions? Any thoughts?
Oh, no, I think it looks great. You know me, I'm your YouTube channel chatter, keeper upper conversation piece.
Anything in there I should have paid attention to that people were saying or anything?
No.
Okay, cool.
It's me in there. Everybody's good. And it looks great. And Katina, that is a beautiful picture of you, by the way, I must say.
Thank you so much, Lisa. I appreciate it.
Well, it was a quick one today. I love it. I like this particular way of doing it. What do you think, Katina? It's the second week that we've done it this way.
It's very interesting. And I love, even though I love doing things with my hands, but even watching what you're doing, if I had another setup, I would have been doing it right along with you. So yes, yeah. I love it. It's great.
So I'm going to be doing workshops this month on Saturdays, and it's going to be $25 a seat for people who want to go to the workshop. So if anybody here wants to go to the workshop, since you're the only one in the room, Katina, it feels like I'm just like slamming this at you, but I'm just letting you know, and you can pass the word on. So I'm going to do a workshop every Saturday. So it'll be your Friday, USA Friday, for the month of, it'll be Friday evening. So you might be wanting to go out and do something more fun than play with Canva. But if anybody's wanting to play with Canva, I'm going to be doing that for this month. And we'll do stuff for people and we'll get it done and we'll train people up.
That sounds great. Thank you, Cindy Lou.
Yeah, you are so welcome. So I'm going to stop the streaming. Thank you for all those who are watching on the StreamYard. It was good to be here with you today. And I hope that that was helpful for you. And I must remember that I can stop the stream when I'm done creating. Still learning, still learning. It's very good. Any questions for anybody that's watching? I see that there are there's at least one person more watching, although that's probably all three of you. It's probably Lisa and Patrice and Katina watching live because it says there's three. That's hilarious. That's all right.
It's easy to get on Facebook.
Yeah, and the great thing is, you know, this will be up there all week as a repeat. So as a playback. So you can, Katina, you could go do, grab it and watch it on YouTube. You just grab it in the same link.
Awesome.
Yeah. So if you want to play with it and, you know, do some of the stuff, and then if you have questions next week, come on back. And if you have something else you'd like us to create, just come on back. And you now know, if I bring stuff, maybe they'll make me something.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to have to get my notebook and write it down.
Because, yeah, I have a feeling once people realize that, you know, oh, we can get something actually made live. Let's do that. That this room may eventually take off quite well. So until then, we'll just create for the first person in the room. So thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, you're so welcome. I'm happy to help. And like I said, if you want to tweak that a little bit, just send me a DM and we'll connect. So awesome. Patrice, Lisa, any last thoughts? Anything you need to say, do, or whatever?
No, I was enjoying watching that. I was building my own things in the background. I was making my, I'm trying to make my own little clubhouse, something or another. I wanted to do different, you know, be different in that situation.
Right.
Yeah, we were doing that, last week, I think?
Yeah.
We were doing last week we were doing it. And that's what I was working on my new one for myself.
Cool.
That was nice to be different. It's nice to explore and, you know, not look like exactly everybody else. And especially when you have the know-how and the hands to do so. Always helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Always helpful.
Yeah, people have said, you know, what they've given me ideas, right? So like make templates and sell the templates. I have such a hard time doing that because I want to create for the person, for that individual person. Hey, to whoever's watching, because I see there's 2 new people watching. If you want to come back next week, about 40 minutes ago from now, we'll be designing live, and definitely go back and watch the beginning of this. We took a Facebook cover and created a new one off of the same kind of ideas, but not the exact same thing, because the client didn't actually need the exact same thing. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I could actually do a really quick lesson, because I got a little bit of time, on how I would do it if I was going to edit the item. So let me do that for you. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate the page one more time, take off that paragraph text, and I'm going to get to the share window, which you guys aren't seeing this because I didn't share yet. Hold on. Just hold on, everybody. Share screen, sharing, going to Katina's. Okay, so I took what she has right here, and I still got my play copy up here. If I need to add in things to grab colors or whatever, I can do that up there. Okay, so how I would do this is I would say, what's here? Okay, so what we have here first is a rectangle. So we start by putting that up, and we just place it right on top of it. And there we go. And then we're going to go ahead and copy that. So I'm holding down the Option key, pulling that over and putting it on the other side. Okay, and making sure that it stays even. Alrighty, so there's those 2. Now we might want different photos. So we're going to go ahead and grab a photo item here. Oops, well, that's not exactly what I had in mind. That filled the whole thing. Not what I want. Which means I need to get a blank page in order to grab that. And let's do this. Okay, so that's not what I want. That's more what I want. So let's see. No, I didn't realize you could do that. Oh, I guess that was another thing. I just want it. Oh, I don't. Okay. So why that was doing with that, this is a really good tip. Because it's highlighted all the way around, when you click here, it fills the whole space. So I'm going to check my theory now, if I don't highlight it, so I'm tapping off of it to make sure it's not highlighted around, but it is the page that's viewed that's showing here, and I tap on it, nope, it still filled it. That is not what I want. Oh, because that's a grid. Ah, so the difference between a grid and a frame. The frame puts, okay, because I've been wondering what they was talking about on here. So when you use a grid, it covers the whole thing. It would take and change it to whatever the shape is. So if you wanted to do photos like this and you wanted a whole thing covered, you would use this grid. Because we're not actually wanting to do a grid, I'm going to go back up here to this page, which is where we want to be, highlight it to make sure that we're on the right one. And then I'm going to go to frames rather than, I'm going to do see all because I want a square to match what's there already. I don't want a square with a tear through it. Interesting. Oh, come on. There we go. Just a regular square. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're going to pop that there. And you see it's crossing over, but in Canva, what you do to make that happen is you just come over and drag it and let that piece of the photo fall off. Okay, and then option drag, because we need to put one on the other side. Okay, there we go. And then I'm gonna bring this photo to the front because now I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, because now we're gonna build this piece here in the middle. Actually, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to go to elements, name it elements. I want shapes. Here's the shapes. Take frames out and go back to shapes. I want to do this middle shape because we hadn't done that one yet. And you don't have to be like too, I mean, like the lines can end up a little bit wider, the white lines, right, in between. Okay, so there is that. And we're going to go ahead and push that to the back. Position backwards. There we go. Now we need this other long shape here. Hey, hey, welcome. If you want to watch what I'm talking through, it is on the YouTube channel, and you can find that by going to my Instagram bio, tapping on the tap link, and then looking for the neon green live streaming. Okay, so we have that there. And then I'm going to go ahead and position that backwards. We're going to go change all those colors in a minute, but I'm just creating the shapes first. Okay, so then we have the smaller squares for the photos that are going to go on top. Over and up. Okay. We're going to make 5 of them. So we're going to option drag one all the way over to this end. And then we can option drag 3 more rather. And I'm not having to worry too much about exactly where they are, other than they're still in alignment, because now I can grab, tap, I'm tapping on that and then holding down the shift key and grabbing the rest of these. And then I'm going to position horizontally, space evenly. So now they're spaced out evenly. Okay. All right, so now we're going to take this one and position that all the way to the back. And now we have the basic frame and layout of what was there before. Yeah. Okay, so, and then we could change the colors to be, you know, whatever brand colors we wanted to add in here. Then we would go ahead and grab our photos that we were using, pop them in, and we can put a Katina one. We're just tapping on that to bring her in this way. So you might decide you want this one, Katina. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can use whatever you want, darling. And then I thought I had the coffee shop one. I guess I need to upload it. Upload. No, that's that one. Oh, the coffee shop one was within there. So photos, here we go. And we're going to go put that one in here, clicking and dragging until it pops in there. And we're just going to pull that over a bit. So it's showing around here. Yep. And what were the words? Well, I've got the words down here, so I'm going to grab them from here. And I'm going to paste them into this document here. I'm just going to highlight it to make sure that we're up here on this one. Okay. Pasting it in, and it's going to put them there. And then we want to make them smaller so that they fit. And because we've got them all joined together, we can, oh, it's not letting me for real. Okay, it's not going to let me do that. I might have to oh, there we go. I had to go off of it because it was on a single word, and I wanted on all of them together so that I can pull them all down size-wise. You got to be on the corner. Maybe it's not going to let me go any smaller. Okay, fine. Ungroup. And then make it smaller that way. And since they're ungrouped now, there's the U way over here. I'm going to grab that one first just because I can. And I'm going to pop it in here in the middle of that one because that's where I want it to be. The uplift goes here. The empower goes over. And the nurture comes over. Make sure we're spelled right. I want that in the middle of that one. Okay. I think we're pretty good. Yep, there we go. And you can see all the little lines that come up to help you. All right, we're going to change that to a different color. We need to go lighter though. No, I don't like that. Let's do the opposite. Let's just go with that. Trying to find something I like. Okay, and then so if we go with this palette, we'll just choose this palette here because then when you find your colors, if you wanted to go with this one, we'll just change it to your palette colors. But this is how I would kind of do this and then make these words probably be power, nurture, uplift, you. And it looks like I could make them a little bit bigger. Nope, too big. There we go. So 22. Let's just type that in there so I don't have that 0.7. Okay, and that one we're going to go with the other color in that palette. Oh, where's that palette that we were just using? This one here. There we go. So now we have all those colors in here. And then you could put whatever words you want on there, right? We want to put Katina's name on here. And I think we also want to go ahead and edit that image and remove the background. Yep, and then we can pull her over here. Make it a little bit bigger. And then we can go grab her name here. So I don't have to type it again. Pop it in here. Okay. Let's grab this. Copy and paste it up here. And we're actually going to move that up into here. And we could put it here, make it smaller, but I don't think I want to do that. I'm actually thinking I'm going to make it bigger. Do you send them to your website? Is that like the main place that you want them to connect?
I was, but I'm in the process of changing that.
Okay. So you would put something else here then, whatever you want to write. Yeah.
Okay.
You could just change this to connecting and healing for now. And make it really big because it's the focus of what you're doing. I'm going to go ahead and go all the way across. I think that's okay to read. Sometimes when you're going over other colors and things, it can be a little bit difficult. So what you can do is I'm deleting that thing from the background now so we're not seeing that confusing us. And that window is kind of funky. So I'm going to try to take that out of there. So you can actually tell it's a window there now. And yeah, that works. Okay. So I want to do one thing more here, I think. Which is to add another element. I'm going to put this there and I'll show you how to do, where'd that go? Did it not go on there? Oh, because I'm tapping on the 3 dots. I don't want the 3 dots. I just want this. Thank you. So I'm going to show you how to do this with a color that goes behind a color or white. You can do it either way. Okay. Go all the way to the top. And then we're going to just take the transparency down. I would do it with white. You would do it with white or with black, and that way it keeps the connection to those other colors. Yeah, and I probably would just do it that way. On top of there. And then move the lettering up. Centered within that. So are you going to come up with a new website altogether, or is it still going to be renewyouatlanta.com? Or are you going to do a whole new?
No, it's still gonna, that part will still remain the same.
Okay.
The name won't change, just a little bit of the graphics and the verbiage within the website will change.
Okay. So I am going to grab that then and put it up here. but I'm going to make it a little less dominant. Yep. A little less dominant. So they can at least find it. And yep. And then for that, I would go ahead and use that color because we've got that down below. Okay, so the only thing we have to do now is find photos that go with each of these. So when you think of restore, what do you think of? That, but what are you thinking of? Rest, peace. What do you think of when you think of restore? Something like that, maybe. So rather than have people there, because you've got the people in the other places, this is going to set an atmosphere for each of these, except for of course, the you, because that's a person, right?
Right. I'm not sure. You can probably something living.
For
flower or something like that, maybe.
a lily pad might be kind of nice.
Okay.
Because you think about a lily in the middle of a lake, and also they use that a lot for restoring stuff. So empower. I almost feel let's look at empower, see what they come up with. Have fun. We will go with a person on that one because that's kind of good. I like it. Nurture. What do you think of when you think of nurture? There's this tree one. The butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
Butterfly being held in a it's not going to work. Not going to work, people. We could go with another flower for now. Uplift. Like I said, this can all be tweaked, changed.
Something happy. So
happy. That one's pretty good too. I want it bigger though. I want her face is really what I want because that's pretty cool. And you. I'm going to switch those two. There we go. Connecting and healing in Atlanta. Or just maybe put Atlanta in here. I'm holding down the Shift, Command, and the greater than arrow to do this. And I think Atlanta should all be capitals and not be spaced apart. Did I spell it right? Atlanta.
I don't see what you're saying, so.
Am I not showing it? Or it's just not there yet?
So, no. Oh, okay.
Maybe it just wasn't there yet. I think it's showing, right, Lisa? Is it showing?
Yes, I see it.
Okay. And I want that in the center. I'll move you over just, no, not that far. Maybe just make you a little bit smaller is really what I want to do. Yes.
I'm going to take Robin to where that's your local one. It's good. We're going to go for it.
Okay. All right.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
So there you go. So that's completely different, Miss Katina. Only the same, right? So I took what you already had, but then just took that and redesigned it basically the same and then freshened it up. So there,
yes, very interesting.
There you all go. And Katina and I will get together and we will finish playing with this. And then we'll let you know what the finished product is when we post it on her Facebook page. Yay! And if you want to reach out to her, you can go to www.renewuatlanta.com or just check her out on her Facebook page, which is facebook.com/renewuatlanta. Yay! Thank you all for coming to this live stream. Let me make sure there's no direction, no questions. I don't see any questions. So have fun and we'll see you later. Hope this was helpful for you guys.